I am not religious, as you might have noticed on my channel, but I have a lot of religious knowledge because of what I've been through. And I have been through 3 religious schools when I was in grade school, middle school, and high school, and 1 public school. They were 3 different types of beliefs, and then there was the secular concept. And I also went to a religious college where they taught Bible. So I'm gonna tell you a little bit about my qualifications for teaching Bible. And this is not everything, but I'm just gonna summarize some major points because I know that's important for you to know about why I speak the way I do and perhaps my authority on the subject. Okay, so in college I studied philosophy and religion, and that was considered 1 major. Okay, and before I graduated, technically that was 1 degree. Okay, and then I have another degree in Christian education. Both degrees were considered on my diploma or certificate as a BS degree, as 1 BS degree. But what I did was I studied for 2 degrees and was not acknowledged for 1 of them. So they combined 2 degrees into 1 degree. Okay? And this dishonored me because I was considered the whore of Babylon at their college. Anyway, technically the philosophy and religion degree is a BA degree, Bachelor of Arts degree. Okay, that was what was the original degree. I had, along with another degree, Christian education, and that was the BS degree. But they combined that into those 2 degrees into 1 degree and only gave me a BS degree. On top of that, I had multiple minors. I had about 4 minors. Okay, and this ties into my channel. But I had a hidden minor that was a Bible and theology minor, technically more than a minor with what I studied, but was unacknowledged because I'm a woman and because I was considered the whore of Babylon. So even though I have the hours that required, they did not acknowledge me with that on my certificate, on my hard-earned degree that I went to college for 6.5 years. 6.5 years, okay? So I studied a lot. I have an English minor also, and a teacher ed minor also, and an anthropology minor also. the study of man, anthropology. Okay, so I can teach. I know something about man, kind of thing, people. And I know my own language pretty well, aside from the degrees. But I was also involved in student government since my early childhood, and I was always acknowledged as the president. However, every time I was acknowledged as the president and voted for as the president, someone else looking through my head in my school thought they could steal that position from me after they hypnotized me and persecuted me. So I was not fully consciously aware that I was legitimately the president. So all the people that claimed to be president when I was in school, you see what I'm saying, stole my position that I earned. But they hypnotized me to death, persecuting me over and over so much, I was unaware of that acknowledgement. Anyway, so the position I spent time performing, aside from being the president, the actual president of my schools, was secretary. Okay. Anyway. I have earned a teaching diploma in the ETA, the Evangelical Training Association. And I'm not talking about just a little bit of qualification to earn that degree. I'm talking about a lot of qualifications to earn that degree. Okay. Another thing. I have been certified as a Bible specialist. I mentioned this in another video. I have also a secondary teaching degree from a university. Okay. Along with that's a teaching diploma. Okay. Teaching diploma. All right. I earned that. And also, I have been trained in ministry since my youth. And technically, I am legit to teach infants to adults. I am that qualified. Okay? Especially in the scriptures. And that is why I talk about the Bible on my channel. Because I am literally living out prophecy or the written scripture. And I am bringing clarity to all the things religious people learn in religious environments that oppose the truth about me. Okay? Also, I acknowledge myself in another video being anointed as a Messianic Jewish rabbi. That was by a professor that taught me. That professor anointed me. Okay. But I am not set in these people's ways, these doctrines. I'm not religious. I'm not calling myself an evangelical. I'm definitely not a Messianic Jew. Okay. All right. And I I studied religion because I needed to learn about myself, and I really wanted to help people know the truth about God. Okay. But when I studied these things, I realized there was a lot of BS out there, and I'm not just talking about degrees, about God. So I'm experienced in that in ministry that I did not get paid for. I'm talking ministries. And I have degrees, okay, in ministry related fields. No one hired me to minister in religious places, except I was a Bible teacher, okay? So I had been taken advantage of, even though I'm highly educated. Okay. Um, there is an exposure I want to just share. In my childhood, I made up a language. I didn't know people were looking through me, through my head, to steal my inventions, to take classes through my head while I did all the hard work, and to take advantage of me and not pay me. Okay? So I'm just going to expose something right now. A language that YouTube stole from me and automatically assumed was an ancient language is Hebrew. That is the language I made up as a child. There's a reason I made up a language, but they assumed that was something ancient that I was writing, but I was actually creating my own language. So I don't want to hear this BS about Hebrew being an ancient language. So in college, I had an opportunity to learn different so-called Bible languages. I learned some Greek, and I did pretty well. But the Bible was not originally written in Greek. Okay? And the Bible surely isn't written in Hebrew as the original language. No, big no-no. So they saw the language through my head that I was creating that has been called Hebrew. They went to assumptions, and then they had this language, how to pronounce and all these other things. So in college, I studied English, okay? Something I already know, I'm well versed in, but I wanted to just improve and sharpen my skills. And I was invited to take classes in Hebrew, but I didn't take classes in Hebrew. And why would I, right? Okay. That's embarrassing, right? Okay. And disappointing, I know. Oh, there's more, but that's an idea of my qualifications.